So I'm a novice when it comes to baseball. Like I'm just getting into the sport now, but from what I've heard and what I've seen, it seems like the home run is like the holy grail when it comes to baseball. Like that's what everybody wants, the home run. But how big, like what are the biggest home runs? Like how hard have they hit that ball? Like I know that some people have hit it out of the park. Have some people hit it beyond that? Have some people hit it to the parking lot?
The longest home runs in MLB history start with Shohei Ohtani's.
There's a drive. Shohei Ohtani gets the Angels on the board.
Into the stands.
That's the longest hit of his career, 493 feet. And yeah, that's the shortest home run in this video. Leveling up to Ronald Acuna, his was even longer. No diddy.
Swinging a high fly ball. That's one up deep left. Ronald Acuna Jr. backflip and bombs away.
Dude's home run was the longest any player hit that season, 495 feet. But a hit that went even further was Aaron Judge's. And his home run was so crazy, it broke a record set by an MLB GO. History was already made by Babe Ruth, because here at Yankee Stadium, he hit 32 home runs in a single season, a record that was untouchable for almost 100 years.
And how many games are there in a season, in a baseball season? I think there's a lot, aren't there? Like 80-something games or something?
Until in 2017, Judge not only tied the record, he stepped up with an opportunity to do something legendary.
High drive, deep left field. He's done it again. No time to the left. That is very good.
That hit not only broke the record, it became the farthest home run of Judge's career by going 496 feet. But even
so, it seems like 500 feet. Like, is that the point where it becomes greatness? Like a 500-footer?
That's not as crazy as Christian Yelich's. I never, ever thought I'd hear about a baseball almost turning into a cheeseburger, but apparently that's what happens when a home run's hit this hard.
Oh, that sound. I love the sound.
Field. Forget about it. Oh my goodness, third deck. What a way to start the ball game for Yelich. He's got a dozen homers.
Dude, I love the sound of the bat hitting the ball. It's just so satisfying.
Mets cooked that ball right into the burger restaurant for a smash that went 499 feet.
Love
but
it.
that was only the second longest homer in that stadium's history.
Drills it.
You ain't ready for that one yet, though. First, we gotta level up to home runs in the 500-foot club. Cause here's where Manny Ramirez hit a ball so far, it got him an award.
Base balloting. Manny hits one high and deep to left. Another mammoth home run. Or the top of the light tower. Up in the balls.
My God.
Now, alright, I already thought a homer leaving the park was
Dude, that was monstrous. That was that hit the top of the display board.
crazy. But because it went 501 feet, Manny was awarded a permanent plaque in the stadium. But even his hit was shorter than the player that hit a home run so far, it'll make you subscribe to HitFlix.
Hammered straightaway center field, and that is way back off the scoreboard by Richie Sexton.
Well, you read the screen, subscribe. But anyways, even though that homer went 503 feet, it wasn't as far as Giancarlo Stanton's. And that's why he set a record for the longest homer in a stadium's history. Here at Coors Field, even though this was home to literally thousands of homers, no player ever hit a ball over 500 feet until...
Stanton drills
so
it
loud.
deep left field like a rocket. Up into the seats it goes.
Dude, do they put mics? Are there mics near where the batters are? Because it makes so much noise when they get that sweet connection.
That's 20 rows up in the deepest part of the park, and Stanton has untied this game. That's what 504 feet looks like.
Wow.
And that announcer wasn't capping or just being a fiend. At 504 feet, Stanton officially hit the longest homer that stadium had ever seen. But at a distance even crazier than that, we have a threesome. A three-way tie. Greg Vaughn, Ryan Howard, and Nomar Mazara all hit the farthest home runs in the Statcast era.
What?
Well, here's the first of its kind.
0-1 delivery. A towering shot way back in right field. Oh, that hit three-quarters on that scoreboard.
But as far as that home run was, it eventually got tied by one of my favorite players ever, Ryan Howard.
Deep center field. There she goes.
Out of there.
Buster over the center field wall.
Just when I thought nobody would ever touch that distance again, Nomar Mazara did the unthinkable.
Hasn't he been on this list already, Omar Mazara? Oh my God! He hit that thing so hard.
That hit set the farthest tracked home run since Statcasting was invented, because that homer, along with the others, went 505 feet. But an even further MLB star's home
He hit that so hard. That was so loud.
run came during one of the biggest baseball competitions of the year, the Home Run Derby. Juan Soto instantly started dominating the league's best with homer after homer. But one of his balls, became the longest home run in the event's history.
There's another moonshot. Boy, is he hitting towering home runs.
And that home run not only set the record,
520.
520 feet, it must have motivated Soto to keep smashing, because he hit so many homers after, it eventually helped him win the entire competition. But none of his
What is the home run derby? How does it work? So, like, are they throwing the ball at a slower pace so that they can get that hard connection on it? Like, how does it work? Or is it just during a normal game?
hits could ever travel as far as Adam Dunn's. Because this dude's greatest homer was about to land in a completely different state. But before we get to that, let's get back to some of the craziest home runs in MLB history, like the homer that landed in a completely different state. Things were about to begin in Ohio
Way. There's no way. There's no way. Come on now.
and end in Kentucky, because the Great American Ballpark was right next to a river on the border of each state. So when Adam Dunn stepped up to the plate,
Dunn to center field, forget it. That's going to be long gone, done and gone. That's long time out of here.
Out of there.
his home run not only went out of the park, it went 535 feet, then
Jesus.
bounced into the river and floated all the way past the state line.
That's
But getting wet over a home
crazy.
run ain't as crazy as what happened to Bryce Harper.
Imagine being able to tell your friends, I literally hit a baseball into a different state. I mean, I'd be saying that to like every day of my life.
Because his furthest hit almost caused a car accident. While Bryce has been in the MLB, he's hit some of the craziest home runs ever. But his farthest homer is something that only happened when he did something that's banned by the MLB. Bryce was just a teenager when dude was hitting insane homers with an aluminum bat. Now, those bats were allowed in high school, but there's a reason pros can't whip it out.
Why?
Since aluminum bats are lighter, they create faster swings. And because they have a bigger barrel, it makes hitting balls easier. That's why when Bryce was a young MLB prospect, he literally hit the farthest home run that a kid ever had in the history of the world.
As a freshman last year at Las Vegas High School, Harper hit a home run his coaches measured at an astounding 507.
Oh my God, that thing sounded ridiculous. Hang on a minute.
As a freshman last year at Las
Listen to
Vegas
this.
High School, Harper hit a home run his coaches measured at an astounding 570.
Dude, I'm in love. I need to find a video of just compilations of loudest bat to ball connections.
feet.
It went over that tree, that green one, that big one, not the one on the right, but that one. And then went over that fence up top, and then about 5 lanes of traffic, and then a sidewalk.
So we're following the track of the ball here. Mountain climbing. Came all the way across here. And then where did it hit? Show me the exact spot.
Pretty much like right here.
Well, you think you can hit a little further, right?
I think so. We'll see what happens. You know, hopefully I'll get bigger and stronger and have a better swing and hopefully hit a ball about 600 feet.
And the craziest
600? There's no way. Is that humanly possible?
part about all that wasn't that it went past the street or traveled 570 feet.
Wow.
It got Bryce put on the cover of magazines with the nickname Chosen One. But the #1 longest home run in MLB history came from Babe Ruth. And it's also
Wow.
baseball's biggest conspiracy. There's a reason no other home run ball ended up in a museum like my Babe's. I mean, Babe Ruth's. Because on April 4th, 1919, what took place was historic. A home run like this. Now, I said like that because for some reason, during one of the biggest moments in sports history, cameras weren't recording the longest home run ever documented,
Oh, no.
587 feet. That distance doesn't
So we don't know exactly where the ball landed.
even seem humanly possible, so it was hard to believe that Babe, a dude who was known for being overweight and having one of the worst diets ever, was able to hit one way farther than players today. But either way, a plaque was placed in the exact spot his ball landed. The ball itself was put into a museum to be guarded by 24/7 security, so the hit definitely happened, and I just hope whatever bat Babe was using during that play got banned. like this player's custom cleats. There's also
interesting. Do you guys believe that Babe hit that ball 587 feet? I mean, if I think about it from a purely logical perspective, I don't think he did. Just because players today are bigger, stronger, there's way more science involved, nutrition. So you would just think that they would have way more power to be able to hit the ball further. You know, like Babe, like looking at that short clip we saw, didn't look very athletic. I mean, I'm sure he was pretty athletic relative to the time, but compared to today's players, I mean, come on now. So to think that he did something that today's players can't do despite all the improvements, I just don't think it's possible. However, maybe he just was so genuinely unbelievably gifted that he could do that without having to, you know, lift weights every day and eat a super high protein diet and all that stuff. But I mean, the connections, those sounds, those like sounds, oh my God. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and check out the video I'm going to link right below this one. See you there.